right. So today I'm going to be making one of my favorite baguettes. I started making this one, I think the first time I made it was a couple months ago. I really like it. It's very good. There's not too many ingredients. You can probably do this with just about any kind of meat. But with the whole crux of the sandwich is the dressing you make. The dressing is very simple. It's pretty classic and it's very tasty. So what you want for the dressing is extra virgin olive oil, red wine vinegar, and then some Dijon mustard. And I'm probably gonna put a little bit of lemon juice in it as well. So for this, I'm gonna use pretty much equal parts of oil and vinegar, and then a big spoonful of mustard. And then I'm gonna squeeze in maybe like a third of a lemon. And the good thing about this is, like, you can make this to however you want it to taste. Like, if you want it to be a lot more tart, you can add more vinegar. If you want more mustard in it, that's fine too. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's pretty much make it how you want it to taste. So you just want to mix this all together. If you have a whisk, it comes together a lot faster, but my whisk is dirty. Alright, so let me grab some lemon. I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off. Just want a little bit of lemon in it. Alright, so this is the consistency of it. I don't know if you can see down into here. Let's give it a taste. I'm gonna put a little bit more vinegar and just a little tiny bit more oil. Now the reason I'm doing it in such a large bowl is I'm going to actually toss my greens in there. And so for the greens I'm going to be using arugula. It's baby arugula. This stuff right here. It's a really nice peppery kind of a green. It's really, really good. Some places call it rocket instead of arugula. So if you don't have it called arugula, look for rocket. So then you just want to toss this stuff gently into that dressing you made. Nice and gentle. Just kind of roll it through it. Get everything coated. Back over here. Alright. All the arugula is coated. Now we wash our hand. So right now I got the oven heating up to 400. The baguette that I bought yesterday, it's like a bake at home French baguette. And basically all you gotta do is you just throw it into a 400-degree oven for like 5 minutes to heat it through. Alright, so now the meats that are going onto the baguette. Some prosciutto, very good stuff, and some capicola. This is like a peppered cured meat, and then this is just like a regular, kind of like a ham. And then I'm going to put a couple of these little wedges of like this soft Swiss cheese. You can use brie. Usually I use brie, except for this stuff was on sale. It was half as much as the brie. So I figured I would get this instead. I think I'll put 2 of those little things on it. Alright, let's get our bread in the oven. I think I'll keep it in there for like 3.5 minutes. We'll see if we can get all of our meats prepared in that time. The bad thing about prosciutto is that it's cut super duper thin, so sometimes it all sticks together. It's kind of a pain in the butt to work with. Same with capicola. You just have to be kind of gentle with it and try to pull it all apart without ripping it too bad. But this stuff is always packaged like paper thin. Super duper thin cut. So I'm going to use 5 pieces of the capicola. And then the way prosciutto comes, it's separated by these little thin plastic sheets. So you just want to try to separate them. But even then you can see how they stick together. So it looks like I have 4 pieces of prosciutto, so I guess I'll just use all 4. And the stuff is so thin. It's hard to get it off this little plastic sometime. But prosciutto is very, very, very tasty. Another good way that you can eat prosciutto is wrap it around slices of cantaloupe. When I was over in Italy a long time ago, I went to this little oceanside restaurant, and it was at the end of the summer, which is kind of like the end of the busy time for all those restaurants over there. So they were trying to get rid of everything that they could get rid of in their kitchen. So I picked the right day to go there because for maybe 20 euros, I got about 11 courses. It was insane. And one of the things that they brought out was prosciutto wrapped around sliced cantaloupe. And my gosh, was that stuff good. Alright, so good. We got our prosciutto all taken off. Let's grab our baguette. I just put that in the oven for like 3 minutes just to warm it through. And again, this is our arugula that we have dressed. What's up, Uprising? Oh, why am I losing my Twitch channel? There we go. Alright, so what this is prosciutto capicolo. This is arugula that I made a dressing for. And then this is just a typical old baguette. Then I'm going to use 2 of these little things of spreadable Swiss. You can use brie. Normally I use brie, but this stuff was on sale. So you are all caught up to date now, senior. Let me put this over here. Alright. So now you're gonna cut down the middle of your baguette. I went over to Paris a few years ago and just absolutely fell in love with baguettes. They have so many like little walk-up baguette shops over there. It was so good. Alright, so take your little spreadable hunks of Swiss. Wow, this bread smells really good. Bread always smells good when it's right out of the oven. When I lived in Orlando, I lived, I don't know, maybe like 2 miles away from a bread baking plant, or whatever it'd be called. But on the highway, if you got stuck in a traffic jam, that was where you wanted to get stuck because it always smelled so good over there. And traffic was definitely a pain in the butt over there. Alright, so we got our cheese all spread on there. Get rid of this excess. Alright, so now I'm going to take some of the, actually, I'm going to put down a piece of foil first, and I'm going to sandwich it all up right here on the foil. This is a good little trick to start doing. So there's the base. This is the top. So grab some of your arugula. There's that. Grab some of your prosciutto. If you don't want to use prosciutto, there's all kinds of different meats you can use. This is just something that I like. And it was on sale. Usually, like, the majority of the stuff I buy is just on sale. Alright, so there is that. Kind of push it down, because we have a lot of stuff going on here. Put down some more of your arugula. And this arugula, again, this was made with a real simple dressing. This was olive oil, red wine vinegar, and Dijon mustard. Those were all pretty much put together in equal parts. So a spoonful of mustard, a spoonful of oil, and a spoonful of red wine vinegar. And you just mix it up in a bowl, and then you can toss all the greens right in that same bowl. Right, so here is our last layer of prosciutto. A sandwich fit for a king. Alright, so we put the bottom back on. And the reason I do this on foil all the time is because this way I can just pick it up and roll it together. And then you can eat it right out of the foil. So here we go. This is prosciutto capicolo baguette with arugula. It's very, very, very good. Very easy to make. The dressing is olive oil, red wine vinegar, and Dijon mustard. That's it. So you should definitely try this one. And you can make a bunch of different varieties of this. You can do roast beef, you can do ham, you can do like pepperoni and salami. You can do pretty much any kind of a meat. Alright guys, so I'm going to clean out this little bowl, and then I am going to go eat my sandwich.